can take this. Good morning. We're ready to begin the program. Please take your seats. We request you to switch off your mobile phones or keep them on silent mode.
Everybody. I am Kamla, and this is Sumedha from iPartner.
Good morning, I am Sumedha, I am Kamla, and this is Biraj from NFI.
Good morning, I'm Kamla, and this is Meenu from Sakha and Azad.
As you would have caught the drift, we are all here today not just to celebrate our most beloved Kamla, but in a sense, we are all Kamla today. And we are thrilled to welcome you to the 2023 edition of Kamla Bhasin Awards for driving gender equality across South Asia. And while today officially is about these seminal awards, we realized last year that through these awards, Kamla has given all of us yet one more occasion, one more excuse to get together and have these giant melas together. As she reminded us, with her work and her life all the time, the work of enabling gender equality is definitely a serious endeavor, but that doesn't mean we must go about it in a deadly serious way. हंसना तो संघर्षों में भी ज़रूरी है.
Across our diverse organizations, Azad Foundation, iPartner India, and National Foundation for India, we have had a lot of fun coming together and putting up the awards, as well as today's party, because that's what it is. It's no surprise that this entire journey for all of us continues to be a labor of love for a second year running now, thanks to Kamla's inspirational love. Live as if everyone is an equal. Dance as if no one is watching. Celebrate as if every day is a gift. Those were just some of the mottos Kamla lived by. And you will see that all around you today.
At this point, I can just hear Kamla say, can you make this a little bit less about myself and more about the very brilliant people that we have assembled here? And as usual, she would be right. So I'd like to shift the spotlight, which I dare say Kamla has on us, from somewhere, and shift it and shine it on all of you who are here. Kamla believed that there is no greater act which is more revolutionary than love is. And to love equally and to live equally is perhaps more powerful than one can fathom. So let's get on with the act of celebrating. I'd like to thank all the applicants. I'd like to thank the awardees, the esteemed jury members, Shubha Mudgalji and her team, and all the dignitaries, the representatives from communities, friends from civil society, and every single one of you who's sitting here and who's joining us virtually. I'll try and channel my inner Kamla while, it's a tough ask before Javed Saab and others. But Kamla hoti to shayad ye कहती कि ऐलानी जंग तो हर कोई कर रहा है आज, मगर हर रोज हमें याद दिलाता है कि वो एक मौका है ऐलान मोहब्बत सुनाने का. So welcome everyone.
And we cannot but begin the celebrations without celebrating the one person who has been behind every single step of this wonderful celebration called the Kamla Bhasin Awards. Rita Sareen, our super boss, please take a bow.
कमला जैसे लोग वो हैं जब वो हमारे साथ होते हैं तो मेले सजते हैं और जब वो नहीं होते हैं तब और भी मेले लगते हैं. Kamla, whose fabric of life was woven with love, cheer and revolution. वही कमला जिसकी आवाज बुलंद थी, जिसके गाने और हंसी सबके गाने और हंसी का कारण बनते थे और जिसकी याद आज भी हमें हौसलों, विश्वास और उमंग से भर देती है. कमला वो भी थी जिसने साउथ एशिया में फेमिनिस्ट मूवमेंट्स को जोड़ने की मेहनत की. Along with many other South Asian feminists, Kamla built bridges and as a result emerged the famous Azadi song. कमला ने कई देशों के नारीवादी आंदोलनों को साथ जोड़ने की कोशिश इस विश्वास से भी की क्योंकि इसमें अमन की परवास थी और कमला की इन कोशिशों को हमें याद करना है, बार बार याद करना है ताकि हम अपनी कोशिशों में अमन और मोहब्बत के लिए तत्पर रहें. बाबा नागार्जुन की कविता की कुछ पंक्तियां कमला के विश्वासों को समर्पित हैं और उन सबको समर्पित हैं जिनके विश्वासों में कमला की आभा है. नए गगन में नया सूरज जो चमक रहा है, ये विशाल भूखंड आज जो दमक रहा है, मेरी भी आभा है इसमें। भीनी भीनी खुशबू वाले रंग बिरंगे ये जो इतने फूल खिलते हैं, कल इनको मेरे प्राणों ने नहलाया था, कल इनको मेरे सपनों ने सजाया था। नए गगन में नया सूर्य जो चमक रहा है, ये विशाल भूखंड आज जो दमक रहा है, मेरी भी आभा है इसमें, मेरी भी आभा है इसमें। तो चलिए कमला की यादों के सिलसिले को आगे बढ़ाते हुए उनके जीवन पर एक छोटी सी फिल्म देखते हैं।
कि रौंद सकते हो तुम फूल सारे चमन के, पर बहारों का आना नहीं रोक सकते। कि नदी हूं मैं एक मीरा के जैसी, मेरा समंदर का तक जाना नहीं रोक सकते। छीन सकते हो गीत होठों से मेरे, छीन सकते हो गीत होठों से मेरे, मेरी रूह का तराना नहीं रोक सकते। मेरी रूह तो गाएगी। हूँ सी मुर्ग, हर एक औरत, हर दलित, हर माइनॉरिटी सी मुर्ग है। हूँ सी मुर्ग, मैं मरती नहीं खाक होकर। हूँ सी मुर्ग, मैं मरती नहीं खाक होकर। मेरा फिर जन्म पाना नहीं रोक सकते। और रौंद सकते हो तुम फूल सारे चमन के, पर बहारों का आना नहीं रोक सकते।
Kamla Bhasin was a strong voice not just in India but also in Pakistan, who advocated for women's rights with such clarity and with such poise and also with such creativity that is very seldom seen in feminists across South Asia.
Every single country of South Asia.
I would
she
request the
belonged to them.
technical team to pause the
And
film.
her
There
passion.
seems to be a technical glitch. Can we replay it? Can we please replay the film? We apologize for this pause. We'll replay the film very soon. Just give us a moment.
कि रौंद सकते हो तुम फूल सारे चमन के, पर बहारों का आना नहीं रोक सकते। कि नदी हूं मैं एक मीरा के जैसी, मेरा समंदर का तक जाना नहीं रोक सकते। छीन सकते हो गीत होठों से मेरे, छीन सकते हो गीत होठों से मेरे, मेरी रूह का तराना नहीं रोक सकते। मेरी रूह तो गाएगी। हूँ सी मुर्ग, हर एक औरत, हर दलित, हर माइनॉरिटी सी मुर्ग है। हूँ सी मुर्ग, मैं मरती नहीं खाक होकर। हूँ सी मुर्ग, मैं मरती नहीं खाक होकर। मेरा फिर जन्म पाना नहीं रोक सकते। और रौंद सकते हो तुम फूल सारे चमन के, पर बहारों का आना नहीं रोक सकते।
Kamla Bhasin was a strong voice not just in India but also in Pakistan, who advocated for women's rights with such clarity and with such poise and also with such creativity that is very seldom seen in feminists across South Asia.
Every single country of South Asia felt she belonged to them. And her passion, her commitment, her love for people, and her feminism, her human rights, everything has touched all of us all across South Asia.
I was always struck by her earthy wisdom, her common sense, and her sense of humor. She was a force you could not ignore.
Kamla Bhasin, she is the one of the prominent feminists in the South Asia, and she is the symbol of the feminist actually in the South Asia, and then she has a lot of friends and she has a lot of encouragement in the South Asian feminist movement.
Kamla was not only happy with regard to fighting for rural women and their rights, she was a humanist in the true sense of the word. She fought whenever there's right or wrong, on all issues. In that sense, she was part of a great South Asian movement for justice and for peace.
तोड़ तोड़ के बंधनों को देखो बहनें आती हैं, तोड़ तोड़ के बंधनों को देखो बहनें आती हैं, आएंगी जुल्म मिटाएंगी, वो तो नया जमाना लाएंगी, वो तो नया जमाना लाएंगी।
दिल बहनें मांगे, दिल बच्ची मांगे, नारी का नारा, मजदूर का नारा, दलितों का नारा, आदिवासियों का नारा, जंगों से लेंगे, दंगों से लेंगे, हिंसा से लेंगे, अपमान से लेंगे, हम लेके रहेंगे, from patriarchy, from all hierarchy, from endless violence, from helpless silence, for walking freely, for talking freely, for dancing madly, for singing loudly, for self-expression, for celebration. We love it madly. Come say it loudly. Azadi.
Our sincere apologies for that small pause at the beginning of the film, but Kamla's words and the words of our jury members who've evoked her with so much love more than makes up for it. तो एक बार फिर से जोरदार तालियां. We regret to inform you that we were not able to receive the message from Honorable President Madam Chandrika Bandaranaike Kumaratunga. However, her love and good wishes are with us today. Hamari Kamla, our Kamla, yesterday, today, and tomorrow. How Kamla's life, work, and journey continues to fire our imagination, inspire and enliven us to remember this and so much more. We are joined today by Rita Thapa ji. Rita ji was a dear friend and co-traveler of Kamla. She founded and led Teva, the Nepal Women's Fund, and Nagrik Awaz, the peace-building initiative. She envisioned the Teva Center and brought it to fruition by leading many fundraising campaigns for it. Since 2011, Rita ji is coordinating Nagrik Awaz's Peace-Building Memorial and Learning Center, initiated in Naval Parasi in the center-south of Nepal. Her training and ongoing practice has been in the area of women's advancement, local philanthropy, and peace building. She served as chair on the boards of the Global Fund for Women and the Global Fund for Community Foundations, amongst others. She's an Ashoka Fellow and one of the 1,000 women nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize in 2005. We welcome you, Rita ji, and we request you to join us on the stage. We would also like to invite Dolon Ganguly from Azad Foundation to present a token of our love to Rita ji. In the middle, yes, keep it. Thank you, Dolon. Rita ji, we now invite you to address the audience.
Thank you very much for that wonderful introduction, and thank you for this floor. We are all here, people who love, follow, learn, and continue to learn with Kamla Di. And two things about me that was not said was that, one, I can never be a chief guest, and the two, I have no idea of what a keynote speech is, so I apologize for that. And first of all, standing here today in front of Javed Saab and people like Hani Ji and the entire Akhtar clan, I mean, it's very, very nostalgic and humbling, and it'll be a memory. Thank you, Kamla Di, for enabling this for us today. So I also will take a moment to thank the Azad Foundation, iPartner India, and the National Foundation for India. I mean, it's my singular pleasure and honor to be here with each one of you today. And thank you for your warmth and hospitality, but importantly, thank you for instituting this award or these awards in the name of Kamla Bhasin. And I take also a little moment to honor and congratulate each of the awardees who have been picked very carefully, I'm sure, by a jury of such distinguished and, allies with Kamla Di. So a huge congratulations to each one of you. I think I will just talk about two things. One about, how I met Kamla Di and how I know her personally over all these years. And the other, I will speak a little bit about the work I did that might resonate in terms of peace, justice, equity, and these issues. And I hope I won't go out of time. I've actually requested Dolan here to please raise their hands 3 minutes before my time is up so that I'm warned. I met Kamla Di in 1991 in a thematic workshop for the Oxfam program people. And I was working for Oxfam at that time, so 1991. And then again, significantly, at the World Social Forum in Nairobi as one of the peace women in 2007. And then a really close and a deep association with her as she invited me to be one of the core group members and also began to do the workshops, the month-long course, as we call it, of Sangat, that began to take place in Nepal earlier, but after I built the Tewa Center, known as Deep Yogini, in Kathmandu, then Kamla Di felt that that was the perfect feminist space, and that's where we needed to convene all these meetings, month-long course. So except for times of pandemic, a couple of years, she came every year and stayed for a month. And because of that, this is the way I know her. I know many of you know many things about Kamla Di, but really in brief, I think first and foremost, she decoded, demystified forbidden words and concepts like patriarchy, feminism, gender, sexuality. She taught, she coached, empowered, held hands, walked with and together. She committed, she owned, engaged, reconstituted, mobilized, and shaped. She connected, consolidated, expanded, and built individual and collective strengths locally, regionally, and internationally. She was not afraid of being vulnerable, exposed, and sometimes ridiculed. Through it all, she joked, she sang, she danced, and often with all of us, in abandon and with great grace. To me, she was a Mahamanab. I mean, beyond gender, class, race, and divides. And true that she brought South Asians together with so much love, with so much mentoring, and with so much walking that path together. So even after she's no more with us, so much has changed in these few years. I mean, since the pandemic, we thought things were happening quickly, but just look at this year as we draw to its end. I mean, the world will never be the same and will never remain the same. The kind of speed that we are all having to cope with and the changes. So this is not an easy time for any of us, and for those of us especially, most of us here, who in our own spheres of work are activists. So, you know, therefore, as activists, for me, as a feminist activist, a self-proclaimed one in 1991, when Kamla was running the thematic workshop for us, and she asked many of us who were at that workshop to please raise your hand if you call yourself feminists. And in 1991, many of us who worked not just as feminists, I mean really strong feminists, there were hardly, from a group of 25 people, hardly maybe 5 hands went up, and one of them was mine. I mean, to name oneself and to come out, I mean, it was not done, especially in many of our contexts. So when you do that, I have learned through life and my work that when the truth comes to you, and if you have the ability to see it, you need to jump in. You need to do your act. And in those times, you're not thinking of, is this feasible? Do I get the returns? Do I get visibility? No, you just jump in and you take the plunge. And I think those are the things that help us align ourselves with our inner self. Because the work we do on the outside cannot not be an introspective journey within ourselves, and to bring the outer world and the inner world together more and more so that we can be more authentic and more true to ourselves. And this has been my learning over the years, and this is how I choose to continue to live my life. The other thing I mean, Tewa, Nagrikavas, I'm sure in our world, if you Google, you'll understand the work I did. One was in an overtly aid-dependent environment. I chose to foster local philanthropy to support feminist and women's work. And the other I've been really interested in recent years is to connect the dots. We all have done so much work over 30, 40 years, but we are not coming together. And therefore, our voices are not strong enough to even stand up to the forces that are going on around, forces that sit over power, be it our states, be it our leaders or so-called leaders who sit on this power. And I think today we are called to really stand up, individually or collectively, to make our voices and our good works shine, so that we can be a force that can at least challenge some of these things. Because we all do good work, but it's not visible, it's not counted, because our work is not aligned with how much resources, how much power, what position you hold, and that really needs. The last thing I would like to share is about the recent earthquake in Nepal. 4 districts. So for the first earthquake that hit 2 districts, Bajura and Bajang, there was an earlier, smaller intensity earthquake. It was in the daytime, so there was very little loss of life, but in 2 districts, barely any homes are standing up. But in the other 2 districts, it hit in the middle of the night, and so there were many loss of life, as well as almost nobody can live inside their homes. And this is in the higher mid-hills region, so there's a lot of. And the state has a policy, just to give you an example, where there's a one-door policy. Even the resource, the support that's coming from other countries, from within, it's not able to reach people who need them. And on a daily basis, more than 2-3 people are dying, those who are compromised in terms of their lungs or heart or different health conditions. And of course, the elderly, the more vulnerable, children are dying each day. And in this, what Nagrika was, which is a really small organization with its many partners, about 13 partners, what we are doing is we went promptly. I think from the 3rd day, we started peace kitchens. And these are community peace kitchens, engaging them. We are not a relief organization. We don't have the infrastructure, but we can go and conduct these 9 peace kitchens in communities that are really disadvantaged and with very little support, just providing comfort, love. So responding to the kind of things that we have to in our world today, and the calls that are made on us is, we don't know what is going to happen next. Therefore, I feel today the only currency that we have, not rupees, not dollars, and the only value that we have is love, as Kamla Di. And therefore, I think it is only love, and with love that we can meet and connect with each other. And I honor Kamla Di's memory. She lives in me and with each of us here today. And thank you, the 3 wonderful organizations for this immense honor. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rita ji. And thank you for evoking Kamla, especially how she enabled and nurtured collectivization, and why we need to continue to collectivize and collaborate, especially in a world currently full of war, strife, and divisiveness. So thank you once again, Rita ji. And can we applaud Rita ji once again? The Kamla Bhasin Award for driving the world towards gender equality has been constituted to encourage the efforts being taken by cis women and men and trans women and men across South Asia who fight patriarchy and work towards a gender-just society where women can acquire livelihoods with dignity and gain control over their lives, bodies, and choices. Kamla believed in enabling livelihoods with dignity for and with women. She often used Sakha cabs, herself loved to drive, riding a motorcycle at a very young age, and always had words of encouragement for women drivers. She also firmly believed in engaging with men such that they can challenge patriarchy in their lives and become allies for gender-just world. Well, who can forget Kamla's passionate TED talk on how patriarchy dehumanizes men? The Kamla Bhasin Award encompasses South Asia to include Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, Maldives, Nepal, Pakistan, and Sri Lanka. Entries have been accepted on all the official languages of the 8 countries. 2 श्रेणियों में दिए जाने वाला ये अवार्ड 2 विनर्स को पुरस्कृत करता है. पहली श्रेणी में एक ऐसे सिस या ट्रांस महिला को पुरस्कृत किया जाएगा जो नॉन ट्रेडिशनल लाइवलीहुड के प्रैक्टिशनर हैं और अपने समुदायों के स्तर पर भी परिवर्तन के प्रयास कर रहे हैं. दूसरी श्रेणी में एक ऐसे सिस या ट्रांस पुरुष को पुरस्कृत किया जाएगा जो एक ऐसे इकोसिस्टम को बनाने में कार्यशील है जिसमें औरतें गरिमा और चॉइस से लाइवलीहुड्स में एंटर करें. बट दिस ईयर there's a special surprise for all of us, as there are not just 2 winners, but 4 winners. इस साल साउथ एशिया के 8 देशों से 57 यानी कि 57 एप्लीकेशंस आए. पहली श्रेणी में 40 यानी कि 40 एप्लीकेशंस आए और दूसरी श्रेणी में 17 यानी कि 17 एप्लीकेशंस आए. इन एप्लीकेशंस की विविधता में भी कमला के रंगों की झलकियां थी. The illustrious jury for this award is chaired by Anu Aga and constitutes Khushi Kabir from Bangladesh, Namita Bhandare from India, Binda Pandey from Nepal, Munize Jahangir from Pakistan, and Radhika Kumaraswamy from Sri Lanka. Namita ji and Binda ji, our 2 honorable jury members, are here with us today. We now request Nisha from iPartner India and Rumana from NFI to felicitate Namita ji and Binda ji. I now invite Namita ji to announce the winners on behalf of Anu ji, who's unfortunately not present with us today. We welcome you, ma'am.
I may as well spill the beans. First of all, namaste, adab, hello, good morning. Anuji is not here because of the pollution levels in Delhi. She's been advised not to travel. So thank you, government, and thank you to all those who burst crackers on Diwali. Aapko Diwali Mubarak. The chairperson of our jury is not here because of this very reason. Thank you, Rita ji, and thank you everybody for being here today. Is, as you know, a very, very significant day. It is our Constitution Day today. ये संविधान जो हमें सब नागरिकों को बराबरी का हिस्सा देती है. It is also 16 days, the start of 16 days of activism to end gender-based violence. And a reminder that the statistic 1 in 3 women will face or faces gender-based violence has not changed. It has not budged. In all these years, I don't know what it will take. We also have a pride parade in Delhi. I hope some of you will go. And I think it's not out of place to remember that the times we live in, you know, we are witnessing the worst war this world has seen, with the deliberate targeting of hospitals. The number of children who are dead is unprecedented. It's unprecedented in any war. And I don't know about you, but every night I watch this on my Twitter feed, on my Instagram, and it is traumatic. It is a very, very traumatic time because you're sitting here and you don't know what you can do. And so I'm really happy and grateful for this respite to be here because it reminds us all that we are a community. We are nothing if not a community where we can reach out. Even in our trauma, even in our pain, we can reach out and we are together collectively. I'm not going to say much more. Many wonderful things have been said about Kamla. Let me immediately announce our winners. Also, thank you for the honor of putting me on the jury. It is an honor, indeed. Under category 1, shall I start, Meenu? Huh? Under category 1, which is the category for a woman or either cis or trans practitioner of non-traditional livelihoods, it gives me great pleasure to announce that our winner for the second Kamla Bhasin Memorial Award is Jayashree PK. Jayashree is from Kerala. She is a mason by profession. She has trained in masonry, carpentry, ferro cement technology and bamboo technology, and she is skilled in the construction of sustainable buildings. Thank you. Okay. Under category 2, which is for a male, either a cis or a trans male person, who has worked towards enabling a gender-just ecosystem that challenges patriarchy, gender inequality, and dominant notions of masculinity, it is my pleasure to announce the second Kamla Bhasin Memorial Award goes to Mahendra Kumar. Mahendra has been working on the issue of gender equality and challenging hegemonic masculinity. Kamla would have had a lot to say about hegemonic masculinity for the last 19 years in the states of India, namely Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Jharkhand, and West Bengal. Congratulations. Okay, we also have a special jury award under category 1. And this year's special jury award goes to Parina Subbu Limbu. Parina, please. Sorry, this has got stuck. Oops. Parina is based in Nepal and is the founder of Drishti Nepal, established in 2006. Her work domain includes providing treatment and support to women drug users and survivors of gender-based violence. Big hand, please. And it is an honor and a great pleasure for the jury to have selected Farhan Javed Akhtar for the Special Jury Award under Category 1. Many of you know that Farhan has been working with boys and men to challenge patriarchy, gender inequality, and regressive ideas of masculinity since 2013 through an initiative called Men Against Rape and Discrimination, or MARD. That's the acronym, which was co-founded by him. Congratulations and thank you.
Thank you so much, Namita ji. And once again, a huge round of applause for all our 4 winners. तालियों के इस सिलसिले को जारी रखिएगा क्योंकि अभी हम ऑफिशियल अवार्ड सेरेमनी की तरफ प्रोसीड करेंगे. I will request the 4 winners to leave the stage, to be called back again on the stage in a short while. So Namita ji has already introduced us to the 4 winners, and we will briefly tell you a bit about all of them and also play a film on all of them. So let us start with Jayashri. As you all know, that Jayashri is the winner of the Kamla Bhasin Award in the category A Woman Practitioner of Non-Traditional Livelihood. She hails from Kottayam, Kerala. And as you all know, she is a mason by profession and also very skilled in construction of sustainable buildings. Jayashri grew up in great adversity and started working at the age of 12 to support her family. In 1995, she learned masonry and went on to construct water harvesting tanks. And since 2004, she's been working with Archana Women's Center in Kerala, where she's also constructed houses for tsunami-affected families and in fact built a flood-resilient sustainable house. And what's more, Jayashri is a master trainer today, and she has trained more than 500 women in masonry. She's broken the glass ceiling, fired the spirit of many other women to dare to take the road less traveled, and she reminds us of Kamla's song, Darya ki kasam, Maujo ki kasam, ye tana bana badlega. Let us get to know more about Jayashri's work through this film.
എൻ്റെ പേര് ജയശ്രീ. അർച്ചന വിമൻസ് സെന്ററിലെ ടെക്നിക്കൽ മാനേജറായിട്ട് ഞാൻ ഇപ്പോൾ ജോലി ചെയ്തു വരുന്നു. എൻ്റെ ബാല്യകാലം എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് വളരെ ക്ലേശങ്ങൾ നിറഞ്ഞ ജീവിതമായിരുന്നു. വളരെ കുട്ടിക്കാലത്ത് തന്നെ എൻ്റെ അച്ഛൻ ഞങ്ങളെ പിരിഞ്ഞു പോയിരുന്നു. അമ്മ കൂലിപ്പണി ചെയ്താണ് ഞങ്ങളെ വളർത്തിയിരുന്നത്. അതിനാൽ തന്നെ ഞാൻ 7ാം ക്ലാസ്സിലൊക്കെ പഠിക്കുമ്പോൾ തന്നെ പേപ്പർ മടക്കാനും മറ്റു ചെറിയ ചെറിയ ജോലികളൊക്കെ ചെയ്തായിരുന്നു കടന്നു വന്നത്. അതിനുശേഷം 1994 മിസ് ത്രേസ്യാമ്മ മാത്തീനെ കണ്ടുമുട്ടുകയും അങ്ങനെ ഞാൻ മേസൺ പരിശീലനം നേടുകയും ചെയ്തു. ആദ്യകാലങ്ങളിൽ ഞാൻ പണിക്കിറങ്ങിയപ്പോൾ ഒരു ദിവസം വേതനം എനിക്ക് കിട്ടിയിരുന്നത് വെറും 250 രൂപ മാത്രമായിരുന്നു. കാലക്രമേണ എനിക്ക് 1000 രൂപ നേടാൻ സാധിച്ചു വരുന്നു. ഈ തുക ഉപയോഗിച്ച് ഞാൻ സ്വന്തമായി ഒരു കാറ് വാങ്ങിച്ച് ആ കാറിലാണ് ഞാനിപ്പോൾ വർക്ക് സൈറ്റുകളിൽ എല്ലാം തന്നെ പോകുന്നത്. കഴിവും ശക്തിയും പുരുഷന്മാർക്ക് മാത്രമാണ് ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നതെന്നാണ് ധരിച്ചു വച്ചിരുന്നത്. എന്നാൽ സ്ത്രീകൾക്കും കഴിവും ശക്തിയും ഉണ്ടെന്നുള്ള വലിയൊരു തിരിച്ചറിവാണ് എനിക്ക് ഉണ്ടാക്കിയെടുക്കുവാനായിട്ട് സാധിച്ചത്. കാരണം ഈ മേഖലകളിലെല്ലാം പണി ചെയ്തു വന്നപ്പോൾ മനസ്സിലായത് ഓരോ വ്യക്തിയുടെയും ഉള്ളില് തങ്ങളുടേതായ കഴിവുകളും ശക്തിയും നിക്ഷേപിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടെന്നുള്ള വലിയ ഒരു തിരിച്ചറിവ് എനിക്ക് ഉണ്ടാക്കിയെടുക്കുവാൻ സാധിച്ചു. ഒരു മേസ്ത്രി എന്നതില് അപ്പുറം എനിക്ക് ബാംബു ടെക്നോളജിയിലും അതുപോലെ തന്നെ ഫെറോസിമെന്റ് ടെക്നോളജിയിലും കാർപ്പൻട്രിയിലും തയ്യലിലും സ്ക്രീൻ പ്രിന്റിങ്ങിലും ഡ്രൈവിങ്ങിലും ഓർഗാനിക് ഫാമിങ്ങിലും വ്യത്യസ്തമായ തൊഴിൽ മേഖലകളിലെല്ലാം പരിശീലനം നേടുവാനും അത് മറ്റുള്ളവർക്ക് പകർന്നു കൊടുക്കുവാനും സാധിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. ഇതിലെല്ലാം ഉപരി ഫെറോസിമെന്റ് ടെക്നോളജി ഉപയോഗിച്ച് 7 അടി വലിപ്പത്തിലുള്ള വലിയ ഒരു ശില്പം അർച്ചന വിമൻസ് സെന്ററിന്റെ മുൻപ് തന്നെ അത് സ്ഥാപിക്കുവാനായിട്ട് സാധിച്ചു എന്നതിലും വളരെ അഭിമാനം കൊള്ളുന്നു. ഈ അവാർഡ് ശരിക്കും പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ എനിക്ക് കുറച്ചുകൂടെ മോട്ടിവേഷനാണ് ലഭിച്ചത്. കാരണം ഇനിയും ഞാൻ കൂടുതൽ മേഖലകളിലേക്ക് ഉയരേണ്ടിയിരിക്കുന്നു. ഞാനല്ല, ഈ പ്രസ്ഥാനം കൂടുതലായിട്ട് ഉയരങ്ങളിലേക്ക് എത്തേണ്ടിയിരിക്കുന്നു എന്നുള്ള ഒരു ഉറച്ച വിശ്വാസമാണ് എനിക്കുണ്ടായത്. കാരണം എന്നാന്ന് വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ എന്നെപ്പോലെ തന്നെ അനേകം സ്ത്രീകൾക്ക് ഇതുപോലെ തങ്ങളുടെ കഴിവുകൾ വളർത്തുവാനും സമൂഹത്തിന്റെ മുൻനിരയിലേക്ക് വെറും സാധാരണക്കാരായ സ്ത്രീകൾ ഒതുങ്ങിക്കഴിയാതെ തങ്ങളുടെ കഴിവുകളെ വളർത്തിയെടുക്കുവാൻ പറ്റുന്ന വേദികളാക്കി മാറ്റുവാനുള്ള ഒരു പ്രചോദനമാണ് എനിക്ക് അവാർഡിലൂടെ ലഭിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത്. കാരണം ഇത്രയും നാളും ആയിരുന്ന അവസ്ഥയിൽ നിന്നും കുറച്ചുകൂടെ വൈഡായിട്ട് ചിന്തിക്കാനായിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു കപ്പാസിറ്റി എന്നിലേക്ക് ഓട്ടോമാറ്റിക്കലി വന്നുകൊണ്ടാണ് ഇരിക്കുന്നത്.
Jayashree, we request you to now join us on the stage and accept your award. We invite Binda ji, our honorable jury member, to come on the stage and present the award to Jayashree. Thank you, Binda ji. Jayashree, we would now request you to say a few words. Jayashree will be addressing us in Malayalam. So we are also going to request Therisamma Matthew, who's the founder director of Archana's Women's Center, to join us on the stage and translate Jayashree's words for us.
Namaste, all of us.
Namaste to all of you.
Kamla Bhasin Award നൽകി ആദരിച്ച എല്ലാവരോടുമുള്ള എൻ്റെ ഹൃദയം നിറഞ്ഞ നന്ദി ഞാൻ രേഖപ്പെടുത്തിക്കൊള്ളുന്നു.
I express my thanks and happiness to everyone for honoring me by giving this Kamla Bhasin Award.
കമലാ ഭാസൻ അവാർഡിനായി എൻ്റെ പേര് ഞാൻ നിർദ്ദേശിക്കുകയും തുടർന്ന് വന്ന പ്രോസസ്സുകളിൽ സഹായിക്കുകയും ചെയ്ത് ഈ അവാർഡിനായി എന്നെ തിരഞ്ഞെടുക്കുകയും ചെയ്ത ഇതിൻ്റെ ജൂറി മെമ്പേഴ്സിനും മറ്റ് എല്ലാ അംഗങ്ങൾക്കും ഉള്ള നന്ദി രേഖപ്പെടുത്തിക്കൊള്ളുന്നു.
I express my thanks to all the jury members and all the organizations for selecting me for this award.
ഈ അവാർഡിനായി ഇതിൻ്റെ പിന്നിൽ പ്രവർത്തിച്ച ജൂറി മെമ്പേഴ്സ്, ആസാദ് ഫൗണ്ടേഷൻ, ഐ പാർട്ട്ണർ, NFI ആൻഡ് സഹ എല്ലാവരോടുമുള്ള ഹൃദയത്തിൻ്റെ ഭാഷയിലുള്ള നന്ദി അർപ്പിച്ചുകൊള്ളുന്നു.
Once again, I express my heartfelt thanks to all the organizations, Azad Foundation, I Partner, NFI and Saga for choosing me for this award.
കമലാ ഭാസനെ പോലുള്ള ഒരു മഹത് വ്യക്തിയുടെ പേരിലുള്ള ഈ അവാർഡിന് പ്രത്യേകിച്ച് ജെൻഡർ ആക്ടിവിസ്റ്റ്, ഫെമിനിസ്റ്റ്, സോഷ്യൽ സയൻറ്റിസ്റ്റ്, പോയറ്റ്, ഓതർ എന്നീ നിലകളിൽ വളരെ പ്രശസ്തി ആർജിച്ച് അതിശക്തമായി തന്നെ മുന്നേറിക്കൊണ്ടിരുന്ന ആ വ്യക്തിയുടെ പേരിൽ ലഭിച്ച ഈ അവാർഡ് എൻ്റെ ജീവിതത്തിലും ഞാൻ ഇടപെടുന്ന സമൂഹത്തിനും ഒരു വലിയ മുതൽക്കൂട്ടായി തീരുമെന്ന് ഞാൻ ഉറച്ചു വിശ്വസിക്കുന്നു.
I believe that this award in the name of Kamla Bhasin, who was a feminist, an activist, a gender specialist, and who was fighting for equality for the society, and was a poet, a social scientist. All this is a great contribution to me, a motivation to me to become one like her and to promote these ideas into my society.
ഈ അവാർഡിലേക്ക് ഉയരുന്ന വിധത്തിൽ എന്നെ തുടക്കം മുതൽ തന്നെ വളരെ പ്രചോദനവും അതിലേറെ അവസരങ്ങളും നൽകി എന്നെ ഉയർത്തിയ അർച്ചന വിമൻസ് സെൻറ്ററിനോടും അതിൻ്റെ ഡയറക്ടറായ മിസ് ത്രേസ്യാമ്മ മാത്യുവിനോടുമുള്ള നന്ദി ഈ അവസരത്തിൽ അറിയിച്ചുകൊള്ളുന്നു.
I also express my thanks to Archana Women's Center and its founder and directors, Ms. ത്രേസ്യാമ്മ Matthew, for giving me so many opportunities to rise up to this level of achievement.
ചെറുപ്പം മുതലേ വളരെ ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടുകൾ നിറഞ്ഞ ജീവിതമായിരുന്നുവെങ്കിലും അവിടെയെല്ലാം കൈത്താങ്ങും മനസ്സിന് ധൈര്യവും പ്രചോദനവും ഏകിക്കൊണ്ട് എനിക്ക് റോൾ മോഡലായി എന്നോടൊപ്പം ആയി എനിക്ക് വേണ്ടി ജീവിച്ചു കൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്ന എൻ്റെ അമ്മയെയും ഈ സമയത്ത് ഞാൻ ഓർമ്മിക്കുന്നു.
I faced a very extreme poverty during my childhood, and even in those days, who gave me courage, who held us together as children, and who led me through very challenging experiences of life is my mother, and I offer this award to my mother.
ഒരിക്കൽ കൂടി ജൂറി മെമ്പേഴ്സിനും ഇതിൻ്റെ എല്ലാ സഹകാരികൾക്കും അതോടൊപ്പം തന്നെ ഈ അവാർഡിനായി ഇവിടെ എത്തിയിരിക്കുന്ന എല്ലാവർക്കും ഹൃദയം നിറഞ്ഞ നന്ദി അർപ്പിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് ഞാൻ നിർത്തുന്നു. നന്ദി, നമസ്കാരം.
Once more, I express my great gratitude to all who had organized this award function and chose me for this award, and all those who are gathered here to honor me and to honor all of us. I express once more my thanks. Thank you.
Thank you, Jayashri, and congratulations to you, and thank you, Theresi Amma. Now moving on, the winner of the Kamla Bhasin Award in the category, a male who has worked towards enabling a gender-just ecosystem that encourage women to take on livelihoods with dignity, is Mahendra. Mahendra is a trainer, facilitator, and an activist who's committed to engagement of men and boys for gender equality. He is from Banda, Uttar Pradesh, and grew up in a conservative agrarian Brahmin family. His skirmishes with the Brahminical heteropatriarchal social order began at home, where he felt uncomfortable with caste-based and gender-based attitudes and practices. 1997 में एक कोर्स अटेंड करने के बाद महेंद्र ने उत्तर प्रदेश, मध्य प्रदेश, झारखंड और पश्चिम बंगाल में युवा लड़कों के समूहों के साथ काम करना शुरू किया, ताकि इन युवा लड़कों का पितृसत्ता, मर्दानगी, जेंडर के कायदों और जेंडर आधारित हिंसा पर नजरिया विकसित हो। 2021 में महेंद्र ने बांदा में अपनी संस्था शुरू करी है, जिसका नाम मित्र बुंदेलखंड है, और ये अपने इलाके में 860 लड़कों के साथ मर्दानगी के मुद्दों पर काम कर रहे हैं। अपने काम में महेंद्र हमेशा से नारीवादी आंदोलन के साथ जुड़े आए हैं, और इस नारीवादी सिद्धांत की भी मिसाल है कि व्यक्तिगत राजनीतिक है और पर्सनल इज द पॉलिटिकल। Let us get to know more about Mahendra's work.
हमारी संस्था का नाम मित्र बुंदेलखंड है। हम किशोर लड़के और लड़कियां जो 12 साल से 19 साल तक के हैं, उनके साथ में काम करते हैं। जेंडर इक्वलिटी, लड़कियों और महिलाओं के साथ होने वाली हिंसा और स्वास्थ्य के मुद्दे पर। शुरुआती दौर में तो हमारा भी हिंसा को लेकर के कोई समझ नहीं थी। पहले बहुत गुस्सा आता था। मेरी बेटी जब 3 साल की थी, ऑफिस से काम करके आया था और किसी ऑफिस के ही काम की वजह से टेंशन था। घर आया, बेटी की पिटाई किया क्योंकि वो शोरगुल मचा रही थी। लेकिन जो है थोड़ी देर के बाद जब देखे कि हम थोड़ा सा नॉर्मल हो गए हैं, फिर आके लिपट के रोने लगती है और कहती है कि पापा आप अपनी बिटिया को क्यों मारते हैं। तो ये मेरी सीख थी। हम कह रहे हैं कि हम पुरुष हैं, हम अपनी सोच को, अपने व्यवहार को बदल सकते हैं, सीख सकते हैं। ऐसे ही इस जेंडर समानता में बहुत सारे पुरुष बदले हैं साथ में रह करके। कोशिश ये रही है कि एक प्लेटफॉर्म बनाया जाए जहां पे वो अपने आए दिन रोजमर्रा की जिंदगी में आने वाली समस्याओं और चुनौतियों को साझा कर पाए, पारिवारिक जिंदगी से जुड़ी हुई समस्याओं को साझा कर पाए, एक दूसरे की मदद कर पाए और कैसे हम उनसे बाहर निकल सकते हैं, कैसे एक स्वस्थ वातावरण निर्माण कर सकते हैं, कैसे हम अपने बोझ को, अपनी दिक्कतों को, अपने डर को दूसरे पुरुषों के साथ बांटते हुए मदद ले सकते हैं। तो इस तरीके के प्रयासों से बहुत सारे पुरुष बदले हैं और अपनी जिंदगी में एक सुकून का महसूस किया है। और जो उनके संबंध रहे हैं, चाहे वो पति पत्नी के हों, चाहे पेरेंट्स के साथ संबंध, बहुत बदलाव हुआ है। कमला जी के साथ का संगत ही बड़ा एक ऊर्जावान रहा है कि जब भी उनके संपर्क में आए हैं, जो भी लोग आए हैं, उन्होंने कुछ ना कुछ उनसे सीखा है। तो उनके नाम से ये अवार्ड मिलना, अगर मैं पुरुष होने के नाते बात करूं, तो ये मुझे लग रहा है सारे पुरुषों के लिए अवार्ड है, जो भी लैंगिक समानता के लिए जिस स्तर पे भी, गांव से लेके, प्रदेश से लेके, राष्ट्रीय स्तर पे या साउथ एशिया लेवल पे काम कर रहे हैं।
महेंद्र, हम आपको स्टेज पर आमंत्रित करेंगे कि आप आएं और अपने अवार्ड को स्वीकार करें। We also would request Professor Rama V. Baru, board member of NFI, to come on the stage and present the award to Mahendra. Professor Baru is the Professor Baru is the former chair and currently a member of the faculty at the Center for Social Medicine and Community Health at JNU. She's a leading voice in the areas of medical care. Thank you, Professor Baru. महेंद्र, अब हम आपसे अनुरोध करेंगे कि आप यहाँ आए और कुछ शब्द कहें.
सबसे पहले कमला जी को नमन करते हुए आप सभी को आज दक्षिण एशिया महिला दिवस व संविधान दिवस की शुभकामनाएं. निश्चित तौर पे कमला जी की याद में, कमला जी के सम्मान में ये पुरस्कार मिलना केवल हमारे लिए नहीं बल्कि बहुत सारे पुरुष इस जेंडर समानता, सामाजिक न्याय की दिशा में काम करने वाले सारे लोगों का ये एक सम्मान है. और ये कमला जी के प्रयासों, उनके विचारों को आगे ले जाने का, उनको आगे बढ़ाने का एक रास्ता भी है. कमला जी के पावर ऑफ लव, जिसमें हम जैसे बहुत सारे पुरुषों ने अपने हिंसात्मक मर्दाना व्यवहार को छोड़ने तथा खुद को बचाने और अपने मानवीय गुणों को, अपने मानवीय व्यवहारों को बचाने का जो हमें संदेश मिला है, कमला जी आज हम सभी के लिए रोल मॉडल हैं. वो केवल हमारे लिए नहीं बल्कि पूरे दक्षिण एशिया, हमारे देश में ही नहीं बल्कि समूची दुनिया के लिए उन्होंने अपने ऊर्जावान गीतों, नारों, लेखों, विचारों से जो एक नया रास्ता दिखाया है, आज उसको आगे बढ़ाने की ज़रूरत है. आज हम सभी लोग देख रहे हैं कि राजनीतिक प्रभावों से जो उपजी धार्मिक कट्टरता है, वह मनुष्यता है, वो हम सभी के लिए चिंता का विषय है. और हम सभी को मिलकर के जेंडर समानता और सामाजिक न्याय के लिए आपसी प्रेम, बंधुत्व, सहजीवन और सह अस्तित्व के प्रयासों को पुरजोर तरीके से आगे बढ़ाने की ज़रूरत है. और अंत में आप सभी को फिर से बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं.
Thank you and congratulations, Mahendra. The winner of the Kamla Bhasin Special Jury Award in the category A Woman Practitioner of Non-Traditional Livelihood is Parina Subalimbu. As you all know, Parina is the founder and the current chairperson of Drishti Nepal. Motivated by her own experiences of adversity, including domestic violence and sexual violence, during her youth, she began Dristi Nepal as a drop-in center for women who use drugs so that they can share their experiences, receive information, and find solidarity and non-judgmental support. Over time, Dristi Nepal has emerged as a fervent advocate for sexual and reproductive health rights, combating gender-based violence, mental health, and the inclusion of women who use drugs in the discourse surrounding women's health and human rights in Nepal. Parina is a relentless and fierce activist who also challenges the mindsets and attitudes of those observing her constituency from the outside. Let us get to know more about Parina's work.
जो चाहिँ महिलाको अवसर प्रयोगकर्ता गरेकै कारणले गरेर चाहिँ हिंसामा पर्नुभएका, त्यसपछि आएर एचआईभी संक्रमित हुनुभएका, त्यसपछि आएर एकल आमाहरू हुनुहुन्छ हैन, उहाँहरूको लागि चाहिँ हामी काम गर्छौं। विशेषतः हामी पहिलो संस्था हो। महिला लागु अवसर प्रयोगकर्ताहरूको बारेमा चाहिँ डाटा हुनुपर्छ, रिसर्च हुनुपर्छ। महिला लागु अवसर प्रयोगकर्ताहरू पनि रहेछन् है, उहाँहरू पनि हिंसामा पर्दो रहेछन् है। कुनै बेला 20 वर्ष अगाडि अबै महिला लागु अवसर प्रयोग गर्दा पनि हुन्छ र भन्ने अवस्था थियो भने आज चाहिँ महिला लागु अवसर प्रयोगकर्ताहरूको जमात छ। विशेष गरी चाहिँ हामी सक्षम छौं भन्ने कसरी चाहिँ उहाँहरूलाई चाहिँ यो हामी सक्षम, हाम्रो आफ्नो सक्षमतामा चाहिँ हामी कसरी काम गर्ने भन्ने कुरामा चाहिँ विशेष ध्यान दिएर चाहिँ हामीले चाहिँ उहाँहरूलाई तालिमहरू, वर्कसपहरू चाहिँ गराउने गर्छौं। 20 वर्ष 25 वर्ष अगाडिको परिनालाई हेर्दा र आजको यो परिना हेर्दा धेरै फरक पाउँछु। त्यो उमेरमा मलाई के थाहा थियो र भनेर भन्दाखेरि पनि मलाई त्यो उमेरमा यदि यो चाहिँ हिंसा हो, तिमी हिंसामा परिरहेछौ भन्ने कुरा सायद थाहा भइदिएको भए मेरो जिन्दगी अर्कै हुन्थ्यो होला जस्तो लाग्छ के। ती पनि हामीलाई दृष्टि नेपाल भनेकै भनेर जुन मलाई चाहिँ एउटा यो अवार्ड दिने एउटा निर्णय गर्नुभएको छ, सबै जुरीहरूलाई पनि म चाहिँ एकदमै धन्यवाद भन्न चाहन्छु। दृष्टि नेपालको तर्फबाट कमला भासिन दिदी, you were, you are, and you will be a role model for me. र सँगसँगै उहाँ सँगसँगै लागि पर्नु भएको जुन यो महिलावादी मुभमेन्ट छ, आन्दोलन छ, त्यो आन्दोलनमा हामी सधैँभरि अगाडि बढिराख्नेछौँ र यो लिगेसी चाहिँ म पछिको अरूलाई पनि दिने चाहिँ यो चाहिँ हाम्रो अटोट रहेको छ।
We now invite Parina to come on the stage and accept her award. We request Dr. We request Dr. Sanjay Patra, the chairperson of iPartner India, to present the award to Parina. Dr. Patra is a seasoned professional with a demonstrated history of working in the non-profit organizational management. Thank you, Dr. Patra. we request Parina to say a few words.
Namaste and Sevaro. My name is Parina. Kamla Bhasin Didi, I know you are proud of me, yourself, as much as I am today. I never started this journey thinking what I would get in returns in life or for any kind of consolations that I would get. The only reason for me to start this journey was I didn't want to see any of me anymore in this world. Any of Parin, any of any other Parina in this world. Regardless of all the effort to create a safe spaces for human today, we may have a lot to do. But today I believe and accept gracefully that I am worth living, and this is my human rights. With each passing day, I promise, and I mean it, that I embrace more self-respect and continue to be me. And I'm loud and proud, I can say it loudly and proudly, that I'm a survivor and I'm a warrior. I fought back. You, me, and us. We all are one. Thank you, jury members, all the amazing jury members, Azad Foundation family, iPartner, NFI, Saloni Singh Didi, my family who are present here, my team from Drishti Nepal, my late best friend, Jill Bradbury, and friends who are watching me here, there, from everywhere. Thank you so much, and I'm blessed. Thank you.
Thank you and congratulations, Parina. The winner of the Kamla Bhasin Special Jury Award in the category A Male Who Has Worked Towards Enabling a Gender-Just Ecosystem that Encourages Women to Take on Livelihoods with Dignity is Farhan Akhtar. We all know Farhan as an actor, a filmmaker, singer, and songwriter. But we all also need to know that Farhan is a fierce... Can we have some... Can we all please maintain some silence? Thank you. But we also need to know that Farhan is a fierce advocate of gender equality and positive models of masculinity. As Namita ji said, that Farhan is one of the co-founder of Mard. Through Mard, Farhan has been actively working with boys and men to challenge patriarchy, a notion on what it means to be a man, what constitutes healthy romantic relationships, and the importance of consent. Farhan's films and music have also challenged the culture of toxic masculinity. Through all the films that he has produced, directed, or engaged with, for Farhan, these messages are non-negotiable. He refuses to endorse films which promote gender stereotypes and continues to challenge many industry standards within Bollywood through his art as well as activism. Let us get to know more about Farhan's work.
जिसकी आंखों में है जगमगाती हुई जैसे गहरी शराफत की एक रोशनी, जिसके अंदाज में एक तहजीब है, जिसके लहजे में नरमी है, शब्दों में तमीज है, जिसके दिल में भी और जिसकी बातों में भी औरत के वास्ते पूरी इज्जत भी है, पूरा आदर भी है, जिसको औरत के तन मन का, जीवन का सम्मान है, औरत के आत्मसम्मान का जिसको हर एक पल ध्यान है, जो कभी एक पल भी नहीं भूलता, औरत इंसान है, जिसको अपनी भी पहचान है, जिसमें शक्ति भी है, जिसमें हिम्मत भी है, जिसमें गौरव भी है, आत्मविश्वास भी है, जो अगर साथ है, जो अगर पास है, उसके होने से औरत को अपनी सुरक्षा का एहसास है। वो जो औरत का एक सच्चा साथी है, एक दोस्त है, एक हमदर्द है, सच तो ये है, वही मर्द है।
When anybody gets recognized for work that they're doing in a particular field, that recognition has the potential to inspire other people, other young people, to want to endeavor to do better themselves, so that someday they could receive the same recognition. And I believe that Kamla Bhasin is an incredible figure, was an incredible figure, and to receive something that is on her name, to be bestowed with any kind of honor or any kind of recognition in her name is something that is a big deal. The message of Mard is something that has reached many, many people across this country. There was a time we had to go to colleges and talk to people about Mard and tell them what it's about. Now more often than not, when we go somewhere, there already is some kind of Mard related activity or a Mard booth, you know, where people can go and sign up to be catalysts for change or take a pledge to be a catalyst for change. And that to me is a massive, massive thing to see.
We request Farhan to join us on the stage and accept his award. We request Anuvinda Varke, the chairperson of Azad Foundation, to come up on the stage and present the award to Farhan. Thank you, ma'am. Farhan, we will now request you to say a few words.
Hi, good morning, good afternoon. Thank you very much. I was also going to recite the same poem, but since it played on the screen, I think I may not do it again. But I also, before I start, should say, I also would like to thank Kamla Bhasin for allowing us an opportunity to meet with you, as you have very, very fondly and very, very warmly spoken about me and my family. Thank you so, so much. It means a lot. It is truly an honor to receive the Kamla Bhasin Special Jury Award for driving gender equality. I am deeply humbled, and I'm grateful to the jury and to all the organizations that selected me. I'm grateful in particular because it keeps alive the memory of someone I profoundly admire, the late Kamla Bhasin. Her relentless fight for gender equality and her powerful advocacy and actions for women's rights have created a blueprint for many of us to learn from. And she stood tall as a beacon of inspiration for countless people. In fact, her belief that not only is change possible, but it is inevitable, and her tireless work towards it, in some measure has provided fuel for all of us who are gathered here today. I must take a moment to recognize some incredible women in my life who did shape and continue to shape my values and understandings of the limitless potential of an empowered woman. They have shown that the world that not only is there no glass ceiling, but when there is a collective effort for change, even the sky is not the limit. Some of them are here today. My mother, Hani Rani. My sister, Zoya. My wife, Shabani. Shabana, who was meant to be here, unfortunately could not. She has a bit of a back issue, but her as well, of course, as you all know, the incredible work she has done over the years. My two daughters, Shakya and Akira. They are away at university and at school, but I could not be prouder of their individuality, their independence, and their ferocity for a just world. I also want to say thank you to my father, Javed Akhtar, for, very importantly, for never parenting Zoya and I differently based on our gender. As we all know, it is important for men to challenge the gender status quo, a status quo that has been tilted in our favor for centuries. And he has challenged that from as far back as I can remember, so thank you, Pa. It has now been 10 years since the inception of the Mard Foundation. I can't be sure if it was an emotional response to multiple episodes of gender violence in different corners of our country, leading up to a very brutal incident that happened in Delhi in December of 2012, or really the incident itself. But that watershed moment was a wake-up call for society, one that shook the conscience of our nation and made me realize the urgency of addressing the deep-seated issues of gender-based violence and inequality. It also made me think how important it is to have us, as men, understand these issues. This led to the inception of MARD, Men Against Rape and Discrimination, an initiative that is trying to change societal norms by influencing the mindset of younger boys and men to create a more equitable world for everyone, irrespective of gender. We all know that celebrities have a unique power to reach and inspire a wide audience, to initiate conversations, and to drive meaningful change. Part of our journey at Mard has been about leveraging this influence and the reach of celebrities to amplify our message of gender equality. Through various campaigns, we've tried to harness this power to challenge stereotypes and encourage a more empathetic and inclusive society. Along the way, we have been very fortunate to have partnered with UN Women, with Google, Meta, Magic Bus, amongst others, to amplify our messaging, and we have found an incredible synergy, and I have to say, with Population Foundation of India. Please a round of applause for the incredible work that they do. With them on many of our initiatives, a collaboration that has been both enriching on the knowledge front and invaluable in terms of reach. Their commitment to addressing gender issues and promoting women's health and rights has been instrumental in amplifying our efforts. Together, we have undertaken impactful campaigns like Bas Ab Bahut Ho Gaya, which stands against gender-based violence. I had the privilege of playing the role of Sutradhar in their innovative television series, Main Kuch Bhi Kar Sakti Hoon, which over 3 seasons has powerfully demonstrated the strength and resilience of women. I am, as most of you surely are, a believer in the fact that music has the power to influence change. It transcends boundaries, it transcends languages, it touches hearts, opens minds. Our collaboration with the Population Foundation of India for the Lalkar concerts stands out as such a testament to that power of music in bringing people together, raising awareness, and using art to foster a message of equality and respect. As I conclude, I was hoping to recite the same poem that you'll have just heard. But no, maybe I'll just if you want, I can recite that poem, but I thought instead of that, since you've just heard it and it's heard its message, there was something that I had written on just after the incident in 2012, which I could share here with you. It was a question that actually started the whole mud movement, and that question was, what is this country that I live in? I think it's an important question to ask. What kind of country do we want to live in? And question it every single day. So it was, what is this country that I live in with no equality, and the quality of life differs from husband to wife, boy to girl, brother to sister. Hey mister, are you the same? Contributing to the national shame? Replacing your mother with the bent ideology of another man's perspective that women have a particular role in society? It fills my heart with anxiety. Where is all of this going? What will emerge from these seeds that we're sowing? It makes my head spin, but I'm not going to give in. I'm going to keep asking the question, what is this country that I live in? What is this country that I live in that takes away her right to love, shepherds her with an iron glove, brutalizes her without fear of there being justice for her tear? We've demeaned our goddesses, gone back on all our promises, become a gender-distorted nation, given our conscience a permanent vacation. What do I tell my daughter? That she's growing up to be lamb for the slaughter? No. We've got to make a change. Reboot, reformat, rearrange, and just never give in, no matter how much our head may spin. Just keep asking the question, what is this country that I live in? Thank you once again for this incredible honor. This recognition will hopefully inspire and motivate many others to undertake more impactful work in the future. And let me end by saying that I'll always keep the ideals of Kamla Bhasin in my heart and in my actions. Thank you very much.
Thank you and congratulations, Farhan. Thank you, jury members. And once again, congratulations to all the winners. और एक बार फिर से चारों winners के लिए जोरदार तालियां. Now there's one more surprise. Along with our winners, all the applicants of this award have also enriched it with the diversity of their work and experiences. Therefore, to amplify their work, the 6 finalists of the Kamla Bhasin Award are being awarded fellowships by iPartner India and NFI. These 6 fellows are Basrat Midhat Kazim, Basrat is a Pakistani educationist, author, and social entrepreneur, known for her efforts in promoting education and empowering girls and women in the remote parts of Pakistan. Sikandar Khan. Sikandar is the national coordinator of the Global Men Engage Alliance in Pakistan. He works with 16 organizations across the country to build their perspectives and capacities to work on gender inequality, patriarchy, and masculinity. Parina Subha Limbu. We've all already met Parina, but Parina is also one of the fellows. Dr. Yoga Nambiar. Dr. Yoga is the president of Global Rights Foundation, an organization working for improving the quality of life of trans folks, people living with HIV, sex workers, their children, and migrant workers who live in Maharashtra, India. Dr. Yoga is also the first transgender person in India to get a PhD in mental health. Reshma Prasad. Reshma is the founder of Dostana Safar, an organization that works towards generating and enabling dignified and non-traditional livelihoods for the trans community in India. Adrija Chakrabarti. Adraja is a mental health practitioner, and she's the founder of Mental Health Matters in Chandigarh, India, an enterprise that provides affordable mental health support for all and is informed by the intersections of trauma, lived experiences, and power inequalities. Congratulations to all the 6 fellows. Now, you all must be wondering that what is going on the stage. So I'm going to read out a few lines which might give you an inkling exactly to what's going on the stage. बादल तक झूले मेरे पहुंचने लगे, आंखों के आगे गगन सिमटने लगे, ताल ताल पे चूके हवाएं, खेत खेत में रेत में फैला दी बाहें, आई रे सिंदूरी सुबह आई, घुलती जाए सियाही रातों की. I think some of you have already guessed. Which song is this? Man ke manjeere. Yes. So for those of you who may not know about Man ke manjeere, this song was released in the year 1999, and this song reverberated across many feminist gatherings and forums. In fact, it became a feminist anthem of its time and continues to be loved, sung, and evoked. The songstress who lent her voice to this song is with us today, and she's none other than Shubha Mudgal ji. Shubha ji ke gaane नारीवादी जलसों की जान है, and there are no words that are enough to introduce Shubha ji. She's a musician, composer, singer, and multi-instrumentalist par excellence. She's known for her work in Hindustani classical music and Indian pop. Her repertoire includes the genres of Khayal, Thumri, and Dadra. In the year 2000, she received the prestigious Padma Shri Award. She was also awarded the Gold Plaque Award for Special Achievement in Music at the 34th Chicago International Film Festival in 1998. She has also been closely involved with several projects related to music education in India. We've all been waiting for this moment, and the moment has finally come. We are delighted, honored, and thrilled to have Shubha ji with us today. She's joined by
जी इकडे खाली तुमच्या खाली ग्राउंड फ्लोअर. अनिशजी वरती नाही, मी खाली आहे.
Check. We'll start. Hello. 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 I think there's a little bit of feedback. Hello. Hello. Let's check later. And namaskar and thank you for this opportunity to be here today. To all the award winners, my congratulations and felicitations for the wonderful work you have done, and to the organizers, for whom I have the greatest respect and admiration. And of course, I'm truly grateful for this opportunity to sing in memory of somebody who I knew for many decades, Kamla Bhasin, and whose friendship I really cherish. You know, I met her several decades ago when I came to Delhi. I was singing somewhere, and I did not know Kamla. But from the corner of my eye, I saw a lady in the wings who was dancing away in merry abandon in the wings. And once I finished and got off stage, she met me with outstretched arms and says, "Tune bahut acha gaya, dost." And that was Kamla. And she gave me a hug. That's how I first met Kamla many, many decades ago. And of course, later I got to know her formally as well. But this opportunity to sing in her memory is one that I'm truly grateful for. I thought, I was thinking of a lot of things that I could sing today and selecting my repertoire for today. And I thought, what would Kamla might have liked to hear? If you sang too many times the same thing, she would say, "Baar baar tu wahi gaati hai." If you sang something new, she said, "Haan, ye acha tha, lekin sab kuch naya tha." So I'm going to try and make a selection which she might have enjoyed, and I'm still hoping that my memory of her dancing in abandon will be with me as I sing. Thank you so much.
चलो गीत गाएं, 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 के गा गा के दुनिया को सर पे उठाए, चलो गीत गाएं, 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 के गा के दुनिया को सर पे उठाए, चलो गीत गाए, चलो गीत गाए। आ, आ, चलो गीत गाओ। चलो गीत गाओ। सवेरा हुआ है कि दुनिया में अपना भी डेरा हुआ है, चलो गीत गाओ। सवेरा हुआ है कि दुनिया में अपना भी डेरा हुआ है। अभागों की टोली अगर गा उठेगी, अभागों की टोली अगर गा उठेगी तो दुनिया पे दहशत बड़ी छा उठेगी। सुरा बेसुरा, सुरा बेसुरा कुछ न सोचेंगे, आओ कि जैसा भी सुर है, कि जैसा भी सुर पास में है, चढ़ाओ चलो गीत गाओ, 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 चलो गीत गाओ। कि गा गा के दुनिया को सर पे उठाओ, चलो गीत गाओ, चलो गीत गाओ। अभागों की टोली, अभागों की टोली का सुर जब चढ़ेगा तो दुनिया का मालिक नया कुछ गढ़ेगा। अभागों की टोली का सुर जब चढ़ेगा तो दुनिया का मालिक नया कुछ गढ़ेगा। भले वो न चेते हमें चेत होगा, भले वो न चेते हमें चेत होगा। हमारा नया घर नया खेत होगा। छिनाए गए को चलो छीन लाओ, छिनाए गए को चलो छीन लाओ। के गा गा के दुनिया को सर पे उठाओ, चलो गीत गाओ, चलो गीत गाओ, चलो गीत गाओ, चलो गीत गाओ। के गा गा के दुनिया को सर पे उठाओ, चलो गीत गाओ, चलो गीत अगर गा न पाए तो हल्ला करेंगे, हल्ले में मौत आ गई तो मरेंगे। अगर गा न पाए तो हल्ला करेंगे, इस हल्ले में मौत आ गई तो मरेंगे। कई बार मरने से जीना बुरा है, कई बार मरने से जीना बुरा है, कि गुस्से को हर बार पीना बुरा है। बुरी जिंदगी को न अपनी बचाओ, बुरी जिंदगी को न अपनी बचाओ, के इज्जत के पैसों पर इसको चढ़ाओ। चलो गीत गाओ, चलो गीत गाओ, चलो गीत गाओ, चलो गीत गाओ, के गा गा के दुनिया को सर पे उठाओ। चलो 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 हाँ चलो, चलो गीत गाओ, 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 चलो गीत गाओ।
This was a poem written by Bhavani Prasad Mishra, a very, very eminent poet who spent many years with Gandhiji and spoke out, wrote against injustice, inequality. And I thought this would, and also the power of raising your voice against injustice is mentioned in this beautiful poem, which really inspires me, which is why I shared it. There's another very beautiful verse that I've often been drawn to sing, written by Dushyant Kumarji. And for many years, I really wanted to sing it. I don't think Kamla heard it because by then I had not been able to contact Dushyantji's family and seek permission from them to sing this. But very graciously and generously, his son permitted me to sing this, and so I'd like to share it on this occasion. हो गई है पीर पर्वत सी पिघलनी चाहिए.
Yeah.
हो गई है पीर पर्वत सी पर्वत से पिघलने चाहिए इस हिमालय से कोई इस हिमालय से गंगा निकलनी चाहिए हो गई है पीर पर्वत सी पिघलनी चाहिए इस हिमालय से कोई इस हिमालय से कोई गंगा निकलनी चाहिए हो गई है पीर पर्वत सी आज ये दीवार पर्दों की तरह हिलने लगी आज ये दीवार पर्दों की तरह हिलने लगे शर्त लेकिन थी शर्त लेकिन थी के ये बुनियाद हिलनी चाहिए हो गई है पीर पर्वत सी
पर्वत सी पिघलने चाहिए इस हिमालय से कोई गंगा
I'd spoken about the next piece that I'm going to sing with Kamla. Years ago, we read, both Anish and I read a book written by a very eminent author, Amrit Lal Nagar. The book is called Ye Kothe Waliyan and is one of the most deeply researched accounts of the Tawayaf tradition in India. In it is an incident that Nagarji describes of Gandhi ji going to address a Tawayaf Sabha in Kashi, current Varanasi, where he meets many of the ladies of the women music makers, but from the tradition that was called the Tawayaf tradition, the courtesan tradition. While these women were greatly admired as artists, there was a certain social stigma attached to them. And Gandhiji tells them that you are public figures, you perform in public spaces. So when you perform what you are so skilled at, which is Khayal, Tumri, Dadra, Drupad, etc., why don't you slip in a song of protest against the British? Why don't you include in your repertoire a song of protest against the British? Because your voice reaches so many people. And he then, Nagarji tried to collect these songs and spoke to a very senior artist in this tradition called Vidyadhari Bai. Vidyadhari ji was very senior by then and said she couldn't remember any of the songs, but later she sent him a letter, an inland letter form with this song written in it. Only the lyrics were available to us from this book. And Anish thought that it would be, he tried to reconstruct it in the form of a dadra, because Vidyadhari Bai was known to be a great exponent of the Tumri tradition also. So I'm going to try and sing a few of these lines to you, taken from Amrit Lal Nagarji's book and from a verse that was sent to him by Vidyadhari Bai. चुन चुन के फूल ले लो, चुन चुन के फूल ले लो, अरमान रह न जाए। चुन चुन के फूल ले लो, अरमान रह न जाए। ये हिंद का बगीचा गुलजार रह न जाए। ये हिंद का बगीचा गुलजार रह न जाए। चुन चुन के फूल ले लो, चुन चुन के फूल ले लो, अरमान रह न जाए। ये हिंद का बगीचा गुलजार रह न जाए। ये हिंद का बगीचा गुलजार रह न जाए। चुन चुन के फूल ले लो, ओ
चमन नहीं है, हाँ ये वो चमन नहीं है लेने से हो जाड़, ये वो चमन नहीं है लेने से हो जाड़। उल्फत का जिसमें कुछ भी एहसान रह न जाए, उल्फत का जिसमें कोई एहसान रह न जाए। भर दो जवान बंदों जेलों में चाहे भर दो, भर दो जवान बंदो जेलों में चाहे भर दो। माता पे होता कोई कुर्बान रह न जाए, माता पे होता कोई कुर्बान रह न जाए। ये हिंद का बगीचा गुलजार रह न जाए, ये हिंद का बगीचा गुलजार रह न जाए। चुन चुन के फूल ले लो, छल ओ फरेब से तुम भारत का माल लूटो, छल ओ फरेब से तुम भारत का माल लूटो। इसके लिए या कोई सामान रह न जाए, भारत न रह सकेगा हरगिज गुलाम खाना। आजाद होगा होगा आएगा वो जमाना, ये हिंद का बगीचा गुलजार रह न जाए, ये हिंद का बगीचा गुलजार रह न जाए। चुन चुन के फूल ले लो,
चुन चुन के फूल ले लो अरमान रह न जाए, चुन चुन के फूल ले लो अरमान रह न जाए। ये हिंद का बगीचा गुलजार रह न जाए, ये हिंद का बगीचा गुलजार रह न जाए।
खोलने लगा है अब हिंदुस्तानियों का, खून खोलने लगा है अब हिंदुस्तानियों का। कर देंगे जालिमों के बंद बस जुर्म ढाना, कर देंगे जालिमों के बंद बस जुर्म ढाना। कौमी तिरंगे झंडे पे जालिसार उनकी, हिंदू मसीह मुस्लिम गाते हैं ये तराना, हिंदू मसीह मुस्लिम गाते हैं ये तराना। ये हिंद का बगीचा गुलजार रह न जाए, ये हिंद का बगीचा गुलजार रह न जाए। चुन चुन के फूल ले लो अरमान रह न जाए,
ये हिंद का बगीचा गुलजार रह न जाए, ये हिंद का बगीचा गुलजार रह न जाए।
ये हिंद का बगीचा गुलजार रह न जाए।
I'd like to share a Awadhi folk song. Normally when one talks about a folk song, you think of this charming, simple composition which talks about nature, which talks about rituals, which talks about the seasons. this is quite surreal and quite different. And it's not surprising that it is not very much in circulation any longer. It's called Bajhinia. And it explains in frightening, terrifying detail the stigma attached to infertility among women in India. So the song says, Sasu Mori Kaheli Bajhinia. My mother-in-law has termed me barren, infertile. Nanad Brij Basin Ho. My sister-in-law has already condemned me as one who is passionless, who can stay in a sterile atmosphere. Rama jinki mein bari re biyahi, uhi ghar se nikaren ho. And to he whom I was married in my early youth, in my youth, has also abandoned me. So here is this woman in a folk song, hopefully, I mean, I'm hopeful, but at the same time, I think this situation, the stigma still exists. So she's abandoned by the man whom she married, by her family, and she's in the middle of a forest where she meets a Bajhinia, an animal, a beast that is of prey. And the beast asks her, why are you in this jungle all alone? What are you doing over here? And she narrates the story of her being abandoned. At which point, she requests the bargain. If you were to kill me and eat me, this problem would be solved. And the Bajhinia says, no, you are a Bajhinia. I cannot devour you because then I would become barren myself. And so she goes from one place to the other, requesting people to please help her get rid of this problem, to finish her life. And each one refuses. Even the earth refuses. So I'd like to share this song with you.
सासु मोरी कहेली बजनिया ननद ब्रज बासिन हो सासु मोरी कहेली बजनिया ननद ब्रज बासिन हो रामा जिनकी मैं बारी रे बियाही रामा जिनकी मैं बारी रे बियाही हुई घर से निकारे न हो सासु मोरी कहेली बजनिया सासु मोरी कहेली बजनिया ननद ब्रजवासिन हो रामा जिनकी मैं बारी रे बियाहिन उई घर से निकारे न हो सासु मोरी कहेली बजनिया घर से निकली बजनिया घर से निकली बजनिया जंगल बिच ठाड़ी हो घर से निकली बजनिया जंगल बिच ठाड़ी हो रामा घर से निकली बघिनिया त दुख सुख पूछे हो तिरिया कौने विपत्ति की मारी हाँ तिरिया
कौने विपत्ति की मारी जंगल मह ठाड़ी हो। सासु मोरी कहली बजनिया ननद ब्रजवासिन हो। रामा जिनकी मैं बारी रे बियाहिन हुई घर से निकारेन हो। बघनी हमका जो तुम खाए लेती हो, बघनी हमका जो तुम खाए लेती हो, विपत्तिया से छूटित हो। ओ हाँ जहाँ से आयो उलटता जाओ, जहाँ से आयो उलटता जाओ, तुम ही नहीं खाबे हो। बाजिन तुमका जो हम खाए ले हो, बाजिन तुमका जो हम खाए ले हो, हमहू बाजिन होवे हो। सासु मोरी कहली बजनिया ननद ब्रजवासिन हो। उहवा से चलेली बजनिया, उहवा से चलेली बजनिया जंगल बिच ठाड़ी हो। धरती तुम ही शरण अब देहु, धरती तुम ही शरण अब देहु, बाझिन नाम छूटे हो। हाँ जहाँ से आयो उलटता जाओ, जहाँ से आयो उलटता जाओ, तुम ही नहीं राखे हो। बाजिन तुमका जो हम रख ले, बाजिन तुमका जो हम रख ले, हमहू होइब ऊसर हो। सासु मोरी कहली बजनिया, सासु मोरी कहली बजनिया ननद ब्रजवासिनी हो। रामा जिनकी मैं बारी रे बियाही, रामा जिनकी मैं बारी रे बियाही, उई घर से निकारेन हो। उई घर से निकारेन हो, उई घर से निकारेन हो। I'll conclude with a song written by Kamla. And Kamla often wrote songs where she gave a instruction, follow the tune of so-and-so song. So here the note that she's added is that Bhari dopahari na jaungi,
इसकी धुन पे गाइए ऐसे. So this is Kamla Bhasin with Jaya Srivastava, and this is the tune that they suggested for this. I'm going to try and follow that. मूसी के अब जी ना पाऊंगी, मूसी के अब जी ना पाऊंगी, जरा सबसे ये कह दो. मूसी के अब जी ना पाऊंगी, जरा सबसे ये कह दो. विष पी के अब जी ना पाऊंगी, हो जरा सबसे ये कह दो. मूसी के अब जी ना पाऊंगी, जरा सबसे ये कह दो. विष पी के अब जी ना पाऊंगी, जरा सबसे ये कह दो. मैया कहे बिटिया शीश झुकाना, मैया कहे बिटिया शीश झुकाना, शीश झुकाना बिटिया शीश झुकाना. मैया कहे बिटिया शीश झुकाना, मैया कहे बिटिया शीश झुकाना. सर को मैं ऊंचा उठाऊंगी, जरा सबसे ये कह दो. अपने को ऊंचा उठाऊंगी, जरा सबसे ये कह दो. सर को मैं ऊंचा उठाऊंगी, जरा सबसे ये कह दो. अपने को ऊंचा उठाऊंगी, जरा सबसे ये कह दो. भैया कहे बहना चौखट न लांघो, भैया कहे बहना चौखट न लांघो. चार दीवारी को गिराऊंगी, हाँ चार दीवारी को गिराऊंगी, जरा सबसे ये कह दो. पिंजरों से पीछा छुड़ाऊंगी, पिंजरों से पीछा छुड़ाऊंगी, जरा सबसे ये कह दो. मूसी के अब जी ना पाऊंगी, जरा सबसे ये कह दो. मूसी के अब जी ना पाऊंगी, जरा सबसे ये कह दो. मूसी के अब जी ना पाऊंगी, जरा सबसे ये कह दो. शास्त्र कहे पिता पति है स्वामी, शास्त्र कहे पिता पति है स्वामी. अब ना गुलामी कर पाऊंगी, जरा सबसे ये कह दो. अब ना गुलामी कर पाऊंगी, जरा सबसे ये कह दो. रिश्ते बराबर के बनाऊंगी, जरा सबसे ये कह दो. सबसे ये कह दो, सबसे ये कह दो, सबसे ये कह दो, सबसे ये कह दो. रिश्ते बराबर के बनाऊंगी, जरा सबसे ये कह दो. दुनिया कहे मुनिया मन की न करना, दुनिया कहे मुनिया मन की न करना.
मन को ना अब मैं दबाऊंगी, जरा सबसे ये कह दो अपने ही सपने सजाऊंगी, जरा सबसे ये कह दो उसी के अब जी ना पाऊंगी, जरा सबसे ये कह दो विष पी के अब जी ना पाऊंगी, जरा सबसे ये कह दो, सबसे ये कह दो, सबसे ये कह दो, जरा सबसे ये कह दो, सबसे ये कह दो, सबसे ये कह दो, जरा सबसे ये कह दो उसी के अब जी ना पाऊंगी, जरा सबसे ये कह दो। Thank you so much. Thank you. मैंने बहुत पकाया है आप लोगों को अब थैंक यू, आई विल क्लोज ओवर हियर, थैंक यू। इन सबको एक फ्लाइट भी पकड़नी है, थैंक यू।
भाई शुभा जी के लिए फिर से जोरदार तालियां, उनकी पूरी टीम के लिए जोरदार तालियां। तोड़ तोड़ के बंधनों को फिर से बहनें आती हैं। शुभा जी, इसकी रिक्वेस्ट आ रही है। ठीक है, चलिए शुभा जी से हमें पक्का यकीन है हमारा फिर से मिलना होगा, फिर से हम उनके गानों के साथ थिरकेंगे। अभी फिर से एक बार तालियां उनके लिए। We request Ishan from iPartner India to come on the stage and felicitate Shubha ji with a token of our love. Shubha ji, if you can remain with us on stage for one more moment, please. Thank you so much, Ishant. Thank you, Shubha ji and her entire team. हमें समझ में आ रहा है कि आप सब अभी लंच के लिए बहुत उतावले हो रहे हैं, पर उससे पहले आप सबके हम बेहद शुक्रगुजार हैं कि आज आप आए, यू स्टूड विद अस इन सॉलिडारिटी, और इस पूरे खूबसूरत दिन को बयान करने के लिए मजरू सुल्तानपुरी की छोटी सी दो पंक्तियां हैं। मैं अकेला ही चला था जानिबे मंजिल, लोग साथ आते गए और कारवां बनता चला गया। Thank you everyone, and please join us for lunch outside. I request our winners, our honorable jury members Namita ji, Binda ji, our chief guest Rita Thapa ji, also the KB award team, Rita Sareen ji, Meenu, Sumeda, Biraj, Nisha, Ishant, Anita, Dulon, Srinivas, Romana Mehtab, all of you to join us on the stage for a photo op. Can